Welcome everyone. Let's start our webinar today. And today we are going to talk about sleep. Tired but wired. We will talk about how to finally feel rested after in the morning, how to feel relaxed and going to sleep, and how to sleep better throughout the night or without waking up and um, without racing thoughts. So all of this we will cover during this webinar. Now type yes in the chat, or if you're watching this webinar in the recording, type yes in the comments, or also comment what kind of problems do you have with sleep. So type yes if you wake up already tired, even though you slept enough. Sorry. Type yes if your brain is starting racing when you go to sleep. Type yes if you wake up several times per night, and type yes if you are exhausted throughout the day and then wide awake, you cannot sleep at night. So share your concerns or issues with sleep, and we're here to talk about this and see what would be the solution for that. All right, moving on. I will shortly introduce myself. My name is Olga, and I'm a Reiki practitioner for 2.5 years already. And I very soon, I also after starting Reiki, I started coaching my clients using the common coaching tools and my training in coaching, but also using Reiki and energy practice. I also was trained in psychological counseling, NLP, family constellations, and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of theoretical and also now practical experience on this matter. So so as I said, we will talk about sleep today, and my goal is to give you better understanding of the reason why you have the sleep issues, what is the core, what is the deepest reason why you have this, and what you need to do in order to improve your sleep. Okay. So before I speak about sleep and how what you can do about this, I would like to share my personal story. So before I started Reiki, before I started practicing, I also had sleep issues. For me, it was very difficult to fall asleep at night. I was lying in bed, thinking, just doing nothing and trying to fall asleep, and nothing helped. So I was lying there for hours and hours. I also later already realized that I had tension in my body, in my shoulders, especially in my back. So all of this together with racing thoughts and uneasiness that I had in my mind were the issues, problems why I couldn't fall asleep and why I had these issues. And then after I learned Reiki, I learned to relax and control my state. So This is what the Reiki practice is about. Is about relaxation and coming to this calm, centered state. And this helped me a lot with my sleep. So um, I I realized that I am in control of my state. It's not external circumstances so much. I can always come back to calm to myself, and I can always feel yeah, relaxed. And I can control it. And today, uh, also because of the practice, because of continuing improving and working on myself, I can say that overthinking, especially at night, has stopped. I can control it. I can switch off my mind. I finally understood that my mind, my brain, is a useful tool for me to use in a moment when it's practical to think, but it's not controlling. It doesn't have a control over me. So overthinking has stopped, and the tension in my shoulders and neck is now gone. All right, so this is my story, and I know that it's possible for anyone who is yeah, who is experiences sleep difficulties to go through this transformation and improve the sleep quality. You don't need to continue like that. Oops. Yeah, so why is it important? Why is sleep important? Of course, sleep is a basic thing. Is very important. Um, It's a very important part of our lives. It's a third part of our lives when we sleep, when we have this healthy sleep, and it helps us to restore the energy and to feel rested throughout the day and feel productive. So, of course, at work, when you sleep well, you feel relaxed, you feel at ease, you have the patience, and you are productive, the most importantly. And at home, you are joyful, you can enjoy the relationship with your loved ones, with your kids, with your spouses, and yeah, you have a lot of patience as well. And the body, when you sleep well, the body feels rested, strong. You don't have the tendency to have bad habits such as overeating, or using other substances to yeah, to increase your energy. So this is a perfect a world where you sleep well. And so why can't you come there? Why can't you sleep? So what are the reasons? And yeah, the thing is, if you struggle with sleep and relaxation, of course there are other could be other reasons not related to this what I'm talking about today. But I would like to focus on these three main reasons which I work with. Um, so the first reason why you can sleep is that your nervous system is constantly on alert. So when our nervous system is designed very smartly. So it's designed to be on alert when we need this, when we are being productive, when we are engaged in an important task. So our nervous system is consolidating also energy. It has in order to accomplish your goal. And then in the times of the day when you're resting, when you're calming down, when you're safe, your nervous system is going down as well, and allow yourself to relax and to sleep well. But sometimes the nervous system doesn't function this way because there is something disturbing, and then nervous systems tends to be on alert, to be on in overdrive, working very hard to. So actually, what it's doing is signaling you that there is something you need to focus on. There is something, why it's happening. Yeah, and there are different things causing your system to be in this alert mode. So, reason number two I would like to talk about is unprocessed emotions. Yeah, it's also possible that unprocessed emotions are affecting your nervous system, but they also affect your body and the way how your body, the ability of your body to relax. So what's happening when you feel an emotion, like a strong, maybe uncomfortable emotion, like anger, like sadness, and so on. And when you think, okay, I don't need to feel it right now, or there is no benefit in this, and yeah, it's very common. And even from the childhood, we are learned to suppress our emotions. So this emotion is not coming up to the surface; it's staying down, and it's never being released, it's never being processed, and this emotion has no way to go as to stay safe in your body. An example of this could be you all possibly experienced situations when you wanted to cry so badly, but you just uh, you just decided not to do. Yeah, you just decided to hide your tears and not to go into these emotions. And so, in this case, this unprocessed sadness or whatever emotion was causing the tears is um, is going down. It's not being released. All right. Yeah, and then the last reason why you can sleep, the last reason I'm talking about today is that your mind has never learned to stop, to relax, to be in a calm state. So, um, our minds sometimes are tricked and learned, and we learn our mind to think and think and think, to reprocess some past events, thinking about the future, planning some things. It's very practical at times, of course, if you're sitting down and planning something, but it's not practical when you're lying at bed at night and I don't know, planning your next day or next month or thinking about the past events. So this kind of overthinking is not solving anything. It's just looping and looping, and yeah, and it's just exhausting your mental energy as well. So, in order to yeah, to be able to come back to this restful state when you need to sleep every night, You also need to learn how to control your mind. You also need to know how to make your mind be a useful tool for you, for your life, and not to control yourself instead. Yeah, and this is what these are the reasons I work with, and I think these are the main core reasons why people have difficulties with sleeping. All right, so then if those are the reasons, what what do you need to do in order to sleep better? Yeah, first of all, as we talked about, you need to create a skill, learn a skill to calm your nervous system down. So to have this possibility to anytime you need to calm down. Then also you need to take care of your unprocessed emotions, of the emotions that have been suppressed, that are stored in your body and wanting to be released. So you need to put attention there as well. Also, in order to sleep better, you need to um, master the skill of your mind, of controlling your mind and not letting overthinking or racing thoughts take over your mind. Yeah, and then all in all, you need to learn to control your energy and to bring it back to the balance. So sometimes you may have a lot of energy and it's overflow, but it's this kind of state when you, I don't know, you drank too much coffee. Yeah, you have this energy. It's you feel it. It's going through your body, but you cannot use it. You cannot use it productively because it's too much, and you cannot deal with this. So this is the same. Um, you need to learn how to balance and manage your energy. So you have exact right amount um, when you need it, and that you can also relax and calm down when you need it as well. So this is all you need to do in order to sleep better. How does it sound for you? It might be very confusing and very abstract as well, if especially if you haven't heard about these terms and things before. So, of course, it's quite straightforward from one side, but very difficult from the other side if you're just the beginning. All right, and this is where I come to as a Reiki specialist and practitioner. Um, when we work together in order to improve your sleep, we work onto your specific reasons and we outline your specific plan of what needs to be done in order for you to sleep better. So it doesn't mean that you need to go through all of these reasons I listed before, I talked before. Um, Instead, we will look together what is the main concern and what is the best way to improve your sleep. So, in this way, together with me, with support of me, you will come to your first result much quickly as when you are trying different things on your own. And as I said, with Reiki, I'm not treating the symptoms, for example, of being tired, uh, But I'm looking deeper. So what is the reason of being tired? What is the reason of not being able to sleep? All right. So how does my program look like? I offer a 4 week program in order to work to improve your sleep. Um, I do not offer one one-time sessions because yes, you will feel the results after first session already, but it's not enough to for you to learn and to get sustainable results um, for yourself. So that's why I'm focusing on longer term work together, and 4 weeks is a perfect beginning. So when we work together in the first week, we have the first online session where we set the goals. We check your intention, and I also give you homework. And in the first week, I also give you a personalized Reiki recording, so you can do Reiki on your own every day. Yeah, and then in the week two, we have a distant energy session. It means that we don't have a call, but we have a specific time set where I do the transmission of Reiki energy, and you have time to receive it. So uh, everything you need is just lie down, relax, and receive the energy, and then you you give me feedback, or you write, or you record a voice message to share your state and how you feel. Yeah, then in the week three, we have online session with a Reiki session inside, and we check your progress. We correct anything that needs to be corrected so that you have the results, and we make sure that you have the framework, you have the understanding how to keep moving, how to progress um, after finishing this program. And then in the week four, we have again the distant energy session, as in the week two, where we have Reiki transmission, and um, you give me your feedback, or share your state via voice message or text message. All right, and then this throughout all of this 4 weeks. So as I mentioned, you have a personalized Reiki recording with me, so that you can use this as a daily practice for you to relax. Then we have weekly check-ins, so that you don't feel alone, and you can share your progress, and we can um, manage and adjust anything, the program according to your needs. And then you can reach out to me anytime with questions, or sharing any concerns, feedback, or progress that you have. So, and this program for 4 weeks costs 1,000 US dollars. And in order to sign up, um, you need to we need to have a free first clarity call. So before I accept people for this 4 weeks sessions, I uh, I make sure that we are able to work together, that I can address your concern and help you. So we set up a free session in advance before, to to understand whether we can work together, whether we are good fit. So this is a link you can sign up for the free clarity call. I will pass this in the chat. So you can already sign up. And also for those of you who will be watching the recording, you will also can use this link. You will find it in the description of the video below. All right. So moving on, I would like to address maybe some of the main concerns which might be stopping you in on your way of improving sleep. So you might think it's too expensive or it's out of your budget, but think how much bad sleep actually costs you. How much does it impact your productivity at work? How much does it impact your mood at home? And how does it affect your relationship? So this all um, negative effects of bad sleep on your life is very taxing, and if you're continuing having this sleep issues, of course, you are paying for this a lot, and paying one time for the program, which will give you the results, which is addressing the reasons behind your sleep issues, is not a lot in comparison. All right. Um, then you might be thinking, yeah, maybe not right now. Maybe I don't. My sleep issues are not so bad, or I will just try it later. Yeah, often when you think like this, later may never come because you have other things, you have other problems, and then you forget, and then you think any normal adult is struggling with sleep, so is nothing that I can do about this, or there is nothing I should do about this. It's just normal, and you just ignore it, and your sleep quality might even go down. And in reality, most people don't change until they have really bad situations in their life, until things really get uncomfortable, that you understand I cannot move, I cannot go on like this. So instead of course, from one side, you can wait for this, for the situation to go much worse and start then, or you can do it now and get the progress faster and not to have this so many consequences. And then you might think, yeah, this sounds good, but it will not work for me. Um, I know that it works because it worked um, on for myself, and I know that working with Reiki, addressing the root causes, will help anyone to feel relaxed and calm down. So this is our basic need, um, to have our nervous system in check and to have our energy balance functioning properly. This is our basic human need and body needs in order to function. So addressing these things and helping with those will always have the results. All right, so what is your next step? You can leave this call or watch this recording of the webinar and go and try things on your own and to continue like this. Or you can book a free clarity call with me to check what are your options and how we can work together, and whether we are suitable to to work together and address your issues. So, and don't worry, this call is really for free. You're not you don't need to buy anything after. And um, and actually, I only want to work with people who are excited to work with me, and who I know I can help for sure. So, as I said, use the link that I posted in the chat, or that you will find in the description of the video below, and sign up to the free clarity call. All right, so this is my last slide with questions. I prepared some that are very common that I hear all the time from my clients. So if you have any comments right now in the chat, also make sure you type them that we can talk about them. And while we are waiting, and also, by the way, if you're watching the recording, uh, post your questions below in the comments, and I will do my best to respond. All right. So while we are waiting for the questions, I will start with the questions I have here. So how many sessions do I need before I see results? You will see the first results and the first positive effects after first Reiki session. This is very common that directly after first session you will feel the difference. Yeah, however, of course, in order to get the sustainable results so that you can move on without constant Reiki sessions, you will need several ones. And in my program, it's designed for 4 weeks, so that you have the time to get into the habit of using Reiki energy, of receiving Reiki energy, and also doing self practices for relaxation and and uh, learning the skill of controlling and moving your state. So then, do I need to believe in Reiki for it to work? The second question. Yes and no. And no, you don't need to believe in Reiki for it to work. It will work for you anyway. However, what you need is to be open. So you need to be open for a new experience. You need to be open for for this energy, for the things that you cannot see, but which can still affect your mind and your body. So if you're open to try new things, Reiki will work for you. So the third question, how does a remote Reiki session actually work? So remote or distant Reiki session will actually work because the energy transmission doesn't know the distance. So for example, you are watching me here online on webinar, or watching the recording, you already feel some kind of energy. You already feel some kind of effects, and it's not special for me or for Reiki. You feel the energy of any person. Doesn't matter whether you are one-on-one in one room with them, or you are watching this person on recording. You still feel the energy, and you still can be affected by it. Um, so, and this is a simple explanation how and why remote Reiki will also work. I have tried everything and nothing has worked. Why would this be different? So, as I mentioned before, we are affecting with Reiki and with my sleep program. We are addressing the main reason, the core reason why you cannot sleep, and and not addressing the symptoms. For example, um, melatonin or any kind of sleep supplements will address the symptoms, which is might be fine depending on the situation or your goals. To do it once or twice, but um, you don't want to be dependent on the substances for your sleep when you know actually there are things which can help you treat your sleep issues. And yeah, and for example, meditation apps or something, or meditation that you can do in order to be relaxed. This is great, but it's not, again, it's not addressing the issues behind. It's not addressing your nervous system ability to slow down. It's not addressing your unprocessed emotions, possibly, and it's not addressing your overthinking. So, yeah, that's why working with Reiki and my program is so efficient because it's going deeper. So, and the last question I have, is this only for sleep problems? Yes, so the program is designed to be helpful for the sleep problems, but of course, sleep affects a lot of areas or all of the areas of our lives. So, of course, you will also see benefits and positive side results in other areas of your life. And it's not only working with your emotions, it's not only going to affect your sleep, it will affect anything you do in your life, actually. Okay, so I don't see any other questions. So as I said, for for those of you who are watching in the recording, please don't hesitate to post your questions if something stayed unanswered, and if you still have anything um, that is not clear for you, any kind of concerns or anything, then feel free to write them in the comments. All right, then I will be finishing now. This is all I wanted to talk about today. I'm very happy that you joined, that you took this time for yourself to see how you can improve your sleep and improve your quality of life. And I wish you that your goals will be achieved and you will be able to sleep well, to overcome your sleep problems, and to improve your life quality. So, thank you for your attention, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.